I know birthdays can be a bit of a mixed bag sometimes. Exciting, dreadful, nerve-wracking, anxiety-inducing. But today we're flipping the script. Your birthday is all about you and how to make it a day that you actually look forward to. No pressure, no expectations, just permission to be selfish and celebrate the fact that you're here. Because that's a pretty big deal. I will share with you a little bit about how I celebrate mine and 2 simple things that you can do to start this next year in the best note possible. Now, if you see me glowing, it's sweat. It's super warm right now. I'm gonna try and get through this as fast as I can because I'm melting. Honestly, I get it. Birthdays can be weird. There are so many expectations, notions of what makes a great birthday going around. When I was younger, I used to love them, to be honest. But as I've gotten older and adulting has kicked in, and my friends are scattered around the world, and I've also lost friends, you know, circle has become smaller and all this, I've started feeling a bit meh about them. You know, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to celebrate. And if you clicked on this video, you might be feeling similarly. I know there's lots and lots of people that don't like their birthdays, that actually dread their birthdays coming up. And that honestly just makes me want to do this video. Because I feel like your birthday is your day. It's a day that you were brought into this world and you should feel so happy on that day. And that's what I'm gonna try and accomplish by the end of this video, even if you just feel a tiny bit better about your birthday. And that's the first thing that I want to get across. Your birthday is your day, okay? I don't care what else is going on. It's the one day of the year that I want you to truly just think about yourself. Think about what you actually want, how you want to feel, what you want to do on your day. Maybe that includes turning off your phone so you don't stress about messages. You know, because I had a few birthdays where I was counting down the minutes to see who had remembered, how many messages I got. You know, especially during my teenage years, that was a big pressure. Comparing the amount of messages I got from year to year, or I don't know, number of comments on a post, number of likes. I want to believe we have moved a bit past that, but since I was a teenager, but who knows? Maybe you feel that pressure too. So if turning off your phone is something that will actually alleviate a bit of tension for you that day, you can log back in the next day. What I want you to do is make the next 24 hours, the 24 hours that mark the point of you coming into this world, truly a milestone for you. Because you came into this world. Or maybe it is taking yourself on a mini adventure, somewhere you've always wanted to go. I know a lot of people like to do this, especially if you are a bit torn between like doing things with friends. If your friends like mine are scattered all around, maybe you are at a point where you feel a bit alone, you know, maybe going on an adventure by yourself and just immersing yourself in nature. Nature is a great companion a lot of the times. I love her. Or book a day off. So if it falls in like a day that you're meant to work, mine falls on a Tuesday and I work a 9 to 5. I actually just booked the whole day off. Now, you don't need to book the whole day off, book half a day off, or just do something in the evening. But I want to put this out there, you know, that is an option. We have free will. And yes, you might want to use that annual leave PTO day for something else. But what I want to get across is that your birthday is special. Your birthday is important. And who says you can't book a day off for your birthday? You know, I know that a lot of companies give you your day off on your birthday, but if they don't, book it yourself, if you can, if you still have days left. And zero guilt doing exactly what makes you happy. It's 24 hours. 24 hours out of 365 days, that's not a lot to ask for. A way that I like to view it, it's your own personal holiday. To be honest, it's your New Year's. Your personalized New Year's actually counts as a full year for you. Make it a holiday. And I know there are many ideas of what plans that you can do with friends and things like that, but I know that a lot of the anxiety sometimes when it comes to birthdays is actually that. It's the social part. So I wanted to give you a few options of things that you can do by yourself that can involve other people if you want to, but you can also just do them by yourself. Having other people around stresses you and triggers you out. I don't know, perhaps you haven't found your community of people yet. Then you can do this by yourself as well and have an amazing day. You can book an after work massage. I was actually torn this year between a massage or a facial. I went for a facial. I might need a massage later on though. But you can go to the cinema or just watch your favorite movie at home with your favorite snacks. Go walk around in your favorite path, your favorite park. Go to a beach if you have one nearby. Ooh, and you know what I've been meaning to do? You can do this by yourself or you can do this with friends. I think it's so cute. If you go either to a park or the beach actually sounds amazing. And put down like a little blanket and bring a little canvas and just start painting. But I just feel like that sounds so cute. And you can bring cocktails, you can bring mocktails, you can bring snacks. Sounds like a super chill thing to do. Again, I'm not mentioning clubbing or things like that because I feel like those are the typical and those you perhaps have already considered. So I'm going a different direction. Buy yourself a little birthday outfit, or maybe you already have something in your closet that you've been saving for that one perfect special occasion. This is your special occasion. Wear it today. I don't want to put pressure on you. This is not to put pressure, this is to motivate you, I promise. But I like to think of my birthday date as setting the tone for the next year of my life. That's an extra motivation to really just make everything that makes me happy. If you're trying to get out of like a lack mindset, you've been really strict with your money and everything like that, it's not like go spend all your money, but go buy yourself a treat, buy yourself an outfit, you know? Like, it's a one day where don't put so many limits on yourself, just be happy and enjoy it. Comment down below your favorite thing to do so that we can get going on other ideas as well. Now let's move on to the 2 things that can really set you up to have the best next year of your life. So first of all, I'm a big believer of looking at the past. Bear with me if you've had a rough year, it's okay. Look at your camera roll if your memory tends to be a bit murky like mine gets. I honestly don't know what even happened last week. I think this can really pinpoint what you might want to focus on in the next year, what you might want to prioritize. And I don't mean goals, I mean in general, what's gonna add the most value to your life, what's something you have been really lacking this past year or really struggling with, or something you've been getting really good at and you would want to do more of. So take a pic of your camera roll, at your journal, or if you're good with your memory, have a little time by yourself. What were your wins and what were some works in progress? That's what I like to call them. Work in progress. What did you do on your last birthday? How was it? Maybe if it was great, replicate that. If it wasn't your favorite, maybe let's avoid some of the things that went on. What can you do to make this birthday feel extra special, feel better than last year's? You know, it doesn't need to be the best birthday of your entire life. It's exciting to think that you can try and make each birthday better than the other one. So don't try to make it the birthday of a lifetime. Try to just make it even 1% better than the last. So for example, some wins for me. Have really gained a lot of confidence. I wouldn't say I'm not the most confident person, but I have gained confidence, and especially I have made some big steps in becoming more comfortable with the uncomfortable. Another one is that I've taken back reading books and I have read so many. I really think 2024 and 2025 have been my biggest reading years in my adulthood. I've never been happier. Now, some work in progress for me, making more time for friends, for connection. I have tried to improve that, but there's room for it to be improved even further. This kind of ties in with the next one, which is balancing work and play. I've just been really busy and a lot of things have just been thrown out the window, and one of them is balance, work and rest and play, so that I actually have time to do things and just be and do them because I enjoy them, not because I'm trying to tick something off a to-do list. And another one for me, and I feel like these work in progresses are all tied together, but it's I want to take myself less seriously. I feel like I want to become more silly in the next year. Now for this next and final step, this might be my favorite step actually. I would like to think of it as a gift from yourself to yourself. This is writing a letter to your future self. I like to think of it as setting yourself a little birthday tradition that's very personal and coming from really a place of self-love that will help you look forward to your next birthday. So it's writing a letter to your future self to open on your next birthday. Now, there's no need for a to-do list here. I don't want to see KPIs and super specific goals written out. Think of this as a note full of kindness, inspiration, hopefulness for your future self. I'll put some prompts on the screen, get your mind going. Perhaps you already have something in mind that you would want to say to her, to him, to them. Think of it as writing a letter to your best friend. What words of encouragement would you tell your best friend? I don't know, I can reflect on the last year and look at my wins. Why we did this step before as well. I like that I'm feeling stronger in my confidence, that I'm reading an endless amount of books just for the joy of it. And also to think about the things that I'm still working on and that I'm really rooting for my future self to experience as well. Reminding her why she matters, why I'm so happy for her, regardless of how anything looks like. Again, it's like a little gift that you give yourself for your next birthday. So I actually went ahead and wrote the letter already for my future self. I hadn't mentioned this, but my birthday is around the corner from when I am filming this. I thought I would read you perhaps a few quotes to get you inspired a little bit. I'm sorry if some of it sounds cheesy. I swear, trying to pick the ones that could serve to you the most as prompts, or that might inspire you to write a letter as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all of it because it's very personal. I have so many questions. I hope you found the answer to some. I hope it took you by surprise in the best possible ways. And then I throw in a bit of humor, you know, because that's how we are. I do ask her, how does it feel to be closer to 30 than 20? That's gonna come and bite me in the ass. I hope more than anything that this new year feels lighter, more effortless, and more us. I hope you feel as comfortable in your words and opinions as you ought to be. I hope being seen, heard, and taking up space comes more effortlessly. Knowing us, I'm sure you've grown wiser. I know we would have learned a bunch of new things and lessons, but I also hope you've grown playful. I hope you're taking the time to just be. Enjoy yourself and stop chasing new milestones every now and then. I hope you're allowing our 7-year-old self some space and time to play without judgment. I hope she keeps grounding and reminding us not to take it all so seriously. And you know, I want to make a little intermission here because writing this part about my younger self actually helped me realize that connecting to your inner child can help you a long way when it comes to self-love. And I think at the end of the day, part of enjoying and loving the day that you came to exist is a big act of self-love as well. And as someone that struggled with that for a long time, I actually found this through therapy a long time ago. I started that inner child work. Perhaps in a long time you haven't really connected to that playful part of us that we all have, that creative side to us that can take many different forms. If you haven't done that in a while, I would highly recommend. And the main reason why is it's really hard to be rude and harsh and super demanding and critical of a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, especially when it's you we're talking about. Like, it's your own self. Like, you know what that little kid felt, lived, went through, her dreams, her wishes, what she loved to do, what she hated. So you know her. I'm saying her because of me, but you know that little kid. And I think a really good way, if you're struggling with self-love, start building it up, is perhaps to go back to that inner child of yours. Go back as far as you can remember, and then work yourself backwards to today. I'm telling you, that's gonna like ignite a fire inside of you, because at the beginning it can feel a bit uncomfortable. I felt a bit uncomfortable tapping into that essence that we all have, that playful essence, that creativity, that honestly just pure joy and love that I swear is inside all of us. You just need to dig a little and find it. I have found this like profound layer of protectiveness and motivation that came out of connecting to a part of myself. If anything, it also helped out with my confidence, because today I'm like, I am gonna try and give her everything that she would have wanted, everything that she needed at times that she might not have gotten. I think it really just lights a fire up your ass. Not only in your heart in terms of self-love, but also in your ass in terms of, I wanna make her so happy. Perhaps this is the birthday that you spend it all as the 7-year-old you. I feel like that's a great way as well to spend your birthday. But anyways, I wanted to make that intermission because I feel like if you haven't tapped into this beautiful energy yet, you might want to. And guys, this isn't woo-woo. This is also like backed by psychologists. Yeah, I'm a very much energetic and spiritual person, not gonna lie. But it's not only the woo-woo people that are suggesting this. I hope you know I'm already proud of you, no matter how far along in our dreams we are. I hope you continue to celebrate one more year of you, of us, because you still have yourself, no matter how similar or not that looks like today. Remember, you can always come back to yourself. Remember to do it often. I hope if you have felt lost at times, You have come back to the place where there are no questions, only love and understanding. And I hope you're also filled and surrounded by love and connection. I hope you feel at home wherever you go, and if you don't, you know how to kindly walk away from it. From what and who didn't align. Also, please tell me you have seen or will be seeing more of the world. Guys, I really want to travel. I would love to hear how you like to celebrate your birthday, or how are you celebrating your next birthday. We have established that your birthday is your own very personal holiday. Celebrate you, because you absolutely deserve it. Here's to making this year's birthday better than the last. I love you. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and happy birthday if you're watching this on your birthday.